Hi guys, welcome to another video of Jewel for Real. Today's video is going to be a 3-month baby update of baby Linnea. Say hi. Say little Linnea was born December 29th and she's officially 3 months old this week. Right? Are you officially 3 months old? You're getting biggies. You're getting biggies. If those of you that are just tuning into my channel, she is baby number 5. I have a 10-year-old girl, an 8-year-old boy, a 5-year-old boy, a 2-year-old girl that's soon to be 3, and then baby Linnea. Say right? So we love having a big family. It's so much fun. It's a little crazy, but it's so much fun. So I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and check out the links below. I post a lot of Instagram stories and Instagram pictures. You be sure to follow me there. You'll see the latest for me there actually. But I also post weekly videos on Jewel for Real. This week's video that you're seeing is the 3-month update. I will be posting weekly videos here all about all kinds of things. Homeschooling, about party ideas, baby updates, and all kinds of other fun things. Organizational stuff. So stay tuned. We have a 2-week update that I had made that you can see right here. But now we're doing a 3-month update, and she's been growing up a lot since then. We've been learning a lot about her, what she likes, what she doesn't like. What we learned is so far she's our second easiest baby out of the 5. Cohen, our second child, was the easiest baby, but she is our second easiest baby just because like you can like lay her down and she falls right asleep, and she barely cries at all except for when she wants to be left alone and or wants to be fed, and she usually stops crying as soon as you give her what she wants. And she smiles very easily. So that, and just stuff like that is what makes her one of our easiest babies. But Cohen still gets the award for being the easiest, and he likes to hear that. The hardest one was the 4th child, Kellyanna. Brody and Talia were about tied for. So she is a great baby, very easy, except for between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight. If she is cranky, it's usually between those times. And honestly, I'll take that over like middle of the night. You know, like really middle of the night, like early morning hours. But usually if she's fussy, it's right after we put the other kids to bed, between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight, like I said. And she'll just like be like more colicky then, where she feels like kind of pulls her legs up, and we know it's because she has gas, and so we'll have to give her colic drops, comfort her, bounce her. Like usually daddy has daddy duty then because he's the better bouncer, and I've had her all day by then, so it's his turn. Usually if she is cranky from 9 p.m. to midnight, a lot of times daddy has her. Oh. Which is why we've been a little slow on getting videos out. Because that's his time to edit videos. So she's pretty spoiled being the last one because I co-sleep with her. And by this time, 3 months old, with all the other kids, they were in cribs by then, or bassinets. They were definitely not co-sleeping with me. But I kind of, like, because she's been so easy, and she hasn't been waking me up in the middle of the night, and she just, honestly, is such a good baby that I don't mind her co-sleeping with me, and she's probably going to be our last child. So, unless we have any accidents. But, like, so we just kind of been, I just kind of hanging on to her, like her babiness, and enjoying co-sleeping with her and having her, like, cuddled right next to me, and it's just been so cute, and she doesn't like disturb my sleep. I don't disturb her sleep. So it's been working good, unlike some of the other kids. The other thing we learned about Linnea is that she is so easy to smile and make smile. I have to show you a little video clip of her smiling. And since then, she's actually started to giggle, right? You started to giggle. We've heard her go like that and giggle. which has been so cute. So she loves mommy holding her. That's what she prefers. She prefers that way more than a play gym. She actually hates her play gym. We've used it for every single one of the other kids, and they loved it, and they would like last like, like real long in there, but maybe like 15-20 minutes. She won't last more than like 1 minute in her play gym. It's like unreal. She absolutely hates the thing. She will just, the second you put her down, like start to reach around, and within like 30 seconds, like start to fuss. She prefers to be held or be upright. Like she likes the swing. She likes the bouncy seat, but she doesn't really like her play gym for whatever reason. And I just got a new play gym to see if she'd like that one better, and she does seem to like it better, but she's still not a play gym kind of baby. She's more of a people baby. She wants people. I think it's going to make her take longer to strengthen her neck muscles then, and also to, roll over, because she's not, hardly wants to be put down and hardly wants to, she can be put down, but usually it's like a swing or a bouncy seat where she can't practice, holding her head up as much and rolling over. So I try to still make her do it anyway, but I think she might take longer just because of that, just because she hates the play gym. So it's hard to get her to develop those neck muscles and core muscles when she doesn't want to hardly lay in her play gym. All the siblings love Linnea so hugely much. In fact, so much so that she actually sometimes gets tired and wants to be left alone. And she's like, all right already, guys. I love you too, but can you, give me some space? And Brody especially. Brody, I would say pays the most attention to her. But she'll get annoyed because he'll come up to her and he'll, go like this to her face and, rub his cheek on her cheek and, just be all up in her face, like completely up in her face, with their faces together. So sometimes she likes it, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she's like, Brody, come on here. So Talia, the oldest, the 10-year-old, really loves to hold Linnea and carry her around lately, and has since asked if she could, put Linnea in the ergo carrier, which she always sees me put the baby in for me. So she wanted to try it, so I strapped it to her and let her try it, and it actually did work. Even though it's meant for a woman. So she's like, oh, I can't wait to be a mommy someday and have my own baby. I'm like, well, just make sure you're married first. Preferably, right? And then Cohen, her brother, that's the second one, loves to, have morning cuddles with her. He always, rushes over in the morning to, cuddle her. Kellyanna, is very good with her, too. When she first was born, she didn't even want to hold her or be anywhere near her. Now she just wants to be near her all the time. She's been trying to learn to roll over. She hasn't mastered it quite yet. But she is trying, and she's halfway there. It's okay. Should I put you like this? She's halfway there right now. And she'll get the hang of it soon. And as you can see, she holds her head up really good now. She can build it her head muscles a little bit more, but when I put her on her tummy, she keeps her head up pretty good. And I think she wants to be fed right now. And maybe go to sleep. I might have to finish the video without her. She loves, loves, loves. One thing about Linnea that you will notice in her vlogs if you watch is that she loves to put her hands together. She's a hand holder. She loves to hold other people's hands. She loves to hold a blankie in between her when she's sleeping, in between her hands. And she just loves to put her hands together. She's always like this, she's all dainty, or she's praying or something. So it's just funny. So she likes having her hands together. She also likes to suck her hands. I think she's trying to get her thumb. I think was sucking her thumb in the womb. And she would like to get a hold of her thumb again, but she can't figure it out because she's always going like this instead of like that. I don't know if she'll ever be a thumb sucker, or she'll just because Talia was a thumb sucker by this point already. And I don't know if she'll just continue to be a passy sucker and just get annoyed and give up on it, or if she'll keep trying. But she keeps trying to get her fingers and looking like she's trying to figure out how to get her thumb in her mouth. So I guess time will tell if she eventually becomes a thumb sucker or just gives up on that. So as I said before, she's giggled and squealed different times, and it's the cutest thing to hear. It never gets old. Even with being baby number 5, those little squeals like that. I'll have to try to get that on camera later when she's happier and show you. It's so cute. So she likes to try talking when you talk to her now at 3 months, and she'll talk a lot. There's a lot of times she's like, ooh, 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 ooh. And she seems like she's going to be a talker because she does that a lot. I also said at her 2-week thing that it seemed like she liked music and when people sang to her, and she still loves that. She still seems to be more content and likes it when music and singing is around, right? I know, you want to just go get nursed and go to bed. The one thing we also noticed about little Linnea is that her eyes, oh no. We noticed that her eyes are getting bluer. She was born with very dark blue eyes, and as she gets older, they're getting bluer and bluer, which me and Randy have blue eyes, so. And she has a little spout on her head. Let me show you. See this right here? All the rest of her hair all around is short. It's short, 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 short. And then she has this piece. Oh, no, 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 no. With a little spout on it. And it looks like it has a little wave. We'll see as she gets bigger. But it almost like appears to have like a little wave. So, but it's really funny. It's like almost like a little rooster. She's got a little top to it. But some of why I think she's like the easiest baby is, an easier baby, is because I've just been having her around me, next to me more. Like in the ergo carrier or the, you know, like sling carrier, because I have a couple carriers. Or just having her co-sleeping. And, you know, with the other kids, I didn't do some of that stuff. And I think that just makes for a happier baby. Some of it is her personality, and some of it I think is that. And it's so cute. When I was nursing her now, a lot of times what she likes to do when she's nursing is go, like smell me, like she's smelling the breast milk, which is really cute. And oftentimes, a lot of times when she's feeding from me lately, she like will, when she's like towards the end of the nursing, she'll like look at me, like get off, like look at me while, oh no, look at me while she's on breastfeeding, and then get off and continue to look at me, smile, and then get back on the breast, and then she'll do the same thing. She'll just keep repeating that, and it's so funny. Like she'll be on for like 2 seconds, and then get off, smile, then get back on, then get off, smile, then get back on, and it's just so funny. It's like a little game. It's just so cute. But speaking of nursing has been going good with her. There was a period of time where it didn't seem to go as good. It's okay. Do you want to go sleepy? But there was a time where it was breastfeeding didn't seem to be going so well. I actually found out she had a mild tongue tie. Since the last 2-week update, I think I said in the 2-week update that she didn't have a tongue tie. Well, since then I found out she had a mild tongue tie, but that it was, it didn't necessarily, oh my. Okay, she always does this too. She's happier laying down, but you see, like when I try to take something off of her, she always leans in and tries to grab that hand that I'm trying to take it off. Like, so it makes it harder to change her. I'm just like, come on here, I want to get this sleeve off of you. And she always has to take it and like try to eat her hand, the same hand. If it's this hand trying to take the sleeve out, then she'll be chewing on that hand. Which is whatever hand I'm trying to take off. I don't know if you can see real well, but her eyes are getting bluer. There you go. There's your blue eyes. And she loves to smile. So you gonna smile? Yeah. She smiles very good for everybody. You gonna talk? Yeah. Say Aku. Say Aku. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. See, I love to smile a lot. So since then, we found out she has a mild tongue tie underneath there. But they actually said that it wasn't like severe enough to do anything about it. Unless we felt like the symptoms were getting worse. And we didn't feel like the symptoms were getting worse so far. So we haven't actually gotten a tongue tie procedure. Oh, yeah, Kellyanna had a tongue tie, but it was more cut and dry. Like, it was really bad, and it needed done, like, ASAP, where hers, like, wasn't. It was more like an iffy situation where you question it more. And that's what the doctor said. Sometimes they can be cut and dry. Sometimes they can be, like, questionable. And hers is questionable, and so we've just let it go for now, and it's been a lot better. So I'm just going to have her right next to me because she's happier laying down while I'm trying to finish telling you guys. But, like, she was, her tongue tie, like, in the beginning was causing issues. She was clicking, like a clicking sound when she nursed. And it was just, like, causing my breast milk not to be, like, as full. And also just causing more different other problems with weight gain and different other things. So that's why I pursued it. And we got it checked by a tongue tie specialist. But then they said, you know what, if it helped like 80% of the way, I would have done something. But I think it's only going to help you like maybe 40%, if that. So we just kind of like left it go. And he says I would wait and see what happens with it over the next month or two. And it did get better. The clicking got way less. And it seems like she, doesn't have a problem with waking yet, but waking anymore. But she's just a tiny baby to begin with, because me and my husband are not very tall and we're tiny. So since then, she, since the last update, she actually outgrew her newborn clothes and diapers completely. She's now in size 1 diapers and 0 to 3 month clothes. And those are starting to get like tighter. They're not like, she's not outgrown them yet, but they're definitely getting tighter. And she just hit the 3 month mark. Usually I think a lot of my kids, grew out of the 0 to 3 month around 4 months old. So we'll see. We'll see in the next month. The next update I plan on having for her is the 6 month update. So I'll let you know at that time. When we got her weighed about a month ago from the doctor, she weighed about 10.5 pounds. So she went from like at 2 weeks, I think I said when she got checked by the doctor, she was in the 75th percentile for everything. And now she's in the 25th percentile for everything, which is more realistic for our family. So she's kind of evened out now. Well, like I said, when I co-sleep with her, she probably wakes up still about twice a night, but I just don't even hardly know it because we're sleeping together and I kind of fall asleep while I'm feeding her. She'll just fall right back asleep, so I don't even hardly know when she's eating. It doesn't really disrupt my sleep too much, and she's been so good in that way. Like, she doesn't hardly make noise, she sucks, she eats, and goes right back to sleep. So, and she's talking for you guys right now. As far as her, like, I have her on an on-demand schedule. I don't try to schedule, I try to have her on demand. I don't schedule. I didn't do that for any of my kids. I just kind of like, as they're hungry, I feed them. So she's definitely on demand, and it's been working out for our family. I know it's not for everybody, but I love the on-demand schedule. Oh, where's your passy? I love the on-demand schedule, and that's just what's worked, like I said, since with my first kid, and I'm just sticking with it. But we do notice she's getting him, as she's 3 months old, she's getting in more of a pattern herself, where she like will wake up around 8 a.m., be awake until like 10:30, go to sleep, take a nice little morning chunk of a nap, like late morning. She'll do from like 10:30, 11 o'clock to like 1, and then be awake from like 1 to 3, and then be asleep again late afternoon from like 4 to like 5:30 or something, or 4 to 6, like, and then be awake again, take a little tiny evening nap, be awake again for a length of time, and then take her big, huge, long nighttime chunk of sleep where she doesn't hardly wake up except for like to eat and then go right back to sleep. So she is kind of getting in a rhythm, getting herself in a schedule anyway, even without us trying. So, having her get in those more chunks of sleep is making it easier. And I always say to people, the first 8 weeks are rough. They're just rough. They're rough for everybody. But if you can get through the first 8 weeks, it starts to get a lot better, because they start, nursing gets easier. They start to like sleep through the night more and have more chunks of sleep and get more of a schedule and just be like happier and smiling, and you're seeing more of their personality. So it's just, all in all, if you can make it through the first 8 weeks, speaking from a mom of 5, it will just get a lot easier for you. So just stick it out. But I think sometimes, like with co-sleeping, it works out because I feel like I'm not really losing out on sleep. But then at the same time, I think it might make her wake up a little more frequently to nurse, because she smells me, because I'm right next to her. And she'll just smell me and then all of a sudden, wrestle around and all of a sudden want me. But it's the way I love it right now, because she is my baby, and she probably, like I said, is my last born. And so I just don't care. So all in all, she's been such a great baby. We had one little minor scare, like when it was the day of my birthday and I was going to a thrift store, for half price day for my birthday. And she like started to look a little pale and blue and scared us a lot. And so scared me. I was out by myself. I had to stop at my mom's house, and just because my mom was very close to the thrift store, and just make sure she was okay. And are you okay, Linnea? And just kind of nurse her and take a look at her, and she pinked up again. But that was a little scary. I never experienced that with any of my other kids, but that's one thing I experienced with her. So it doesn't matter how many kids you have, there's always new experiences with each new kid. So a lot of things are the same, but you have some new experiences. All in all, she's been such a great baby, and we're so blessed to have her, and we're so glad we went for baby number 5, and there's no looking back. We don't regret having it. I think, like, if you're wondering if you should have another baby or not, I mean, my whole thing has always been, are you gonna look back and regret having that baby? I'm sure not. But will you look back? Oh no. Will you look back and maybe regret not having that baby? Maybe. So that's why we went for number 5. I was like, no, I will not have regrets. Say, I need to go take my nap now. Say bye, guys. Bye, guys. Say thanks for watching the 3-month update, and subscribe, like I said, if you're not already, and tell us if you had a baby, how many babies you had. Did you have 3? Did you have 4? Did you have 5? Are you done? Are you done yet? Are you gonna continue? And how's it going for you? How's your baby doing right now? What's your baby's name? I would love to communicate with you below and get to know you better. So be sure to comment below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, guys, fly high and dream big. I gotta go take my nappy now. I'm going to go take my nappy.